I see my big giant head. Let's make sure the sound's working. Looks like the sound is working too. I think we're streaming. Who would have thunk? Hi everybody, it's Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to another episode of Adventures After Dark. I have survived the great freeze out of 2022. I am excited to be here tonight. Wasn't sure the stream was going to happen. So it's been cold everywhere. Everybody's been talking about how cold it is. I know. Yesterday in Omaha, it was negative 14 degrees Fahrenheit with a negative 39 degree wind chill. And my furnace died. So when I called the HVAC guy last night at 8 o'clock, it was 58 degrees in my living room. He came out, spent an hour and a half dinking around with it. I'm going to keep it classy since it is Lotro stream. I've been chronicling this in my Discord, but for those of you who don't read my Discord, I'll just give you a quick recap. Never got it fixed. The best he could do was give me a space heater. So I holed up in the bedroom overnight, woke up a couple of times shivering in the middle of the night, which, considering the amount of blankets I was under, is pretty impressive. Woke up and it was 48 degrees in my living room. They were like, "Oh, we'll be out first thing in the morning, probably about 8:30. You're our top priority. Really sorry about this." Like, I understand. You need to get parts. I get it. So 10 o'clock, nobody's shown up yet. So I had a whole bunch of stuff I needed to do today. Couldn't really get started until they got the heat back on. So I called up and I explained that, yeah, my living room's 48 degrees and they were supposed to be out here an hour and a half ago. Just wanted to check in, find out if somebody was coming out. Oh, we'll get somebody out there right away. I'm so sorry. Another hour and a half goes by. The guy shows up, basically opens up the HVAC closet, looks in there, sets his tools down, and he's like, I need to go grab lunch, but I'll be right back and we'll get this working for you. Okay, go grab lunch. I'm kind of a lunch guy too. One of the things I tell new guys who work with me is nobody cares if you get lunch but you, so make sure you get lunch because nobody else will. And so I'm like, okay, dude needs to eat. I get it. You know, I'm hunkered down in the bedroom. I'm not freezing to death, thank for the little space heater. And I'll just chill. I was kind of working from home anyway, just monitoring email, monitoring Microsoft Teams. And nobody was working today. There wasn't anything going on. The big project I've been working on, we've pretty much got put to bed. At least I think we do. We'll find out for sure next week. But guy takes an hour and a half to come back, find out he wasn't eating lunch. He went to go do a side job for somebody for cash out of pocket. And I kind of understand that too. I've got my buddy Dwayne, the bug guy, goes and does side jobs to make extra pocket money all the time. So it's like, okay, if you're in the service or trades, I get it. It's like, still not freezing to death, still just hanging out, but let's get this done so I can get on with my day. Guy shows back up, dicks around for a while, messes around for a while, gets the furnace torn apart into pieces, and I got to go get parts. It's like you were supposed to already be going to get parts. Runs out, comes back another hour later, goes to put in some parts, and he's like, boy, I need those fittings. Let me call somebody. Hey, do you have those fittings I gave you in your car? No, I left them at home. Dang. All right, well, I better go get some fittings. So finally, again, they were supposed to be here at 8:30 this morning. Guy shows back up finally about 4:30 in the afternoon for the fourth time. Apparently with the fittings, and I'm like, look, my wife's in the hospital. I got to leave to go visit her. I had some stuff I needed to do today, but I wanted to make sure I waited around so we could get this handled. Doors unlocked. Knock yourself out. lock it up behind you, and I just pray I've got heat when I come home. So I went up, and today was the first day Mrs. Mustafa has had anything to eat besides hospital food since 2 days before Thanksgiving. She was quite happy to see me. I brought her garlic chicken, steamed rice, an egg roll, and some hot and sour soup. And she hadn't been feeling well the last few days. And when I got there, she was a lot more alert, didn't seem disoriented, and because I think she was feverish the last couple of days. They switched out her antibiotics, and she seemed to respond pretty well. Was much more talkative, ate really well, and seems to be doing pretty good. So I was happy to see that. And lo and behold, I stopped, got some dinner, and when I got home, heat. The furnace is actually running. Now my concern is I think it's stuck on instead of auto. I don't think it's actually going to turn off, but after freezing my tuchus off for the last 24 hours, I'll take it. I'll complain about the furnace not shutting off tomorrow. Last thing I want them to do is come out, make it turn off, and not turn back on tonight. It's supposed to be all the way back up to 32 degrees on Christmas Day, which will be practically tropical compared to what we've been through. It's like -6, -20 wind chill right now. It's not pleasant, but it's better than it was yesterday. So I finally have heat. I was not sure I was going to be able to stream tonight because, I mean, I could have holed up in the bedroom with the space heater for another night. I would have been so... What's the word I want to use? Because I don't want to say pissed off. I would have been so ticked off about it that I probably wouldn't have been in a good enough mood to stream. I like to bring my A game when I'm hanging out with y'all, and if I'm not feeling it, if I'm in a bad mood, I'd probably just throw the stream over to somebody else. But fortunately, I'm well fed. Mrs. Mustafa's doing well. I have heat again, and I have a delicious array of snacks and beverages to keep me company tonight. And y'all are here, so I am glad to be here. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad to not be freezing. So it's funny the things you can be taking for granted, like central heating and air conditioning. Mandalinia has hit level 140. I ran, what did I do last week? Gundabad missions? I'm not if you like running missions, more power to you. It just hasn't been my cup of tea. I found them fussy and a little aggravating. But it's nice to have the option to run them if you'd like. Antler says, yeah, my house was fine on Sunday and Monday, and then we had this cold blast, and now my house reads 63. I wish my house was 63. Nunam says, glad you have heat. Me too. Makatai says, it went up to 0 degrees, says my phone. Congratulations, we are still below freezing here. Baka says, grumpy, exactly. Oh, -1 in Kentucky? Yeah, Bacchus, it wasn't a fun evening. And on top of everything else, Puppet Box caught me slipping in about 10 minutes late tonight, so he's going to give me a demerit for being tardy. I think we're actually in... Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not in any particular hurry to get anywhere, so I'm just jogging to the housing area to turn in some task items. I may not have task items to turn in, do I? I've got a couple. Even though I'm level 140, again, there are many reasons to turn in task items. For me right now, I continue to strive for reputation points. It's a good way to just keep pounding the rep, and reputation earns you Lotro points. And if you're free to play, you always need Lotro points. Puppet Box says, if you're here, I give Ed full pardons for being late. Thank you, Puppet Box. Due to the weather, we can let this one slide. Just make it up next week. That sounds fair. I'm going to start with a Venom to make sure we have a good high-energy stream tonight. Between the work project and taking care of Mrs. M. Hi, Kurgan. I'm just going to go into the first housing instance and turn in some task items. So you're welcome to join me, or I will be right back out. So Venom has a stylish new redesigned can. They took the 99-cent pricing off of the can, but it's still only 99 cents, so I'm pretty happy about that. Strawberry apple tonight. It's delicious and loaded with caffeine and vitamins. And on top of everything else, I got a day of free premium on World of Warships. And when I got home from the hospital last night, I was just going to chillax and try to tear up my Soviet battleships. And I couldn't because I was freezing. And I had to get the maintenance guy here, and he didn't have a flashlight, and I was holding Mrs. Mustafa's desk lamp for him. It wasn't. I was very unhappy. What did I kill? Got a broken dagger for killing something. I don't even remember killing it. Okay, let's see what we got for task items here, boys and girls. We've got 21 stone abraded skins. And a lot of my... I think Bacchus is going to fish while I turn in task items. It's an excellent use of your time, Bacchus. If you want to pop into voice chat, you can let us all know where Kurgan's fishing skill is at. Oh, Antler says, sorry, Ed, that was me who said that. Oh, did I misread something?
You mean you didn't notice the new title?
No, I did not. I apologize. I was too busy bitching about being cold. Journeyman Angler, congratulations. Kurgan has gotten over 50. And I believe that's far and away your highest level fishing skill on any character. Is that correct?
Getting there.
Okay.
I think I might have 70 or so on the Crick Hollow one.
So Antler was petitioning Puppet Box to forgive my tardiness. Thank you, Antler. Appreciate you defending me.
I'm glad you're got heat again and you're back with us and you're not going to freeze to death this evening.
Yeah, all in all, the day started out pretty rough, but it kind of turned out okay. I think Mrs. Mustafa has agreed to stay married to me for at least another week since I brought her Chinese food tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Wasn't Korean, but she's a pretty big fan of garlic chicken, so it worked out. Withered claws. And the only thing I'd had to eat today was a couple bowls of cold cereal because I couldn't stand in the kitchen long enough to cook anything. So, yeah, on my way home from the hospital, I was going to stop at Outback and grab a steak, get a salad and some veggies because I try to take care of myself and make sure I'm eating decent and, not, if I collapse, there's nobody to take care of me. So apparently they had a plumbing problem. They were closed, which I imagine, holiday weekend, Friday night business, that restaurant owner is not going to be very happy. So I went up the street to a new Mexican restaurant that just opened a few months ago called Hacienda Real. And it's not great, but it's kind of close to home, and it's a little pricey, but not horribly pricey. And I got these pork enchiladas with beans and rice, and they were kind of meh, but it hit the spot. The shame of it, there's another Mexican restaurant called Riviera's that's fantastic, and it's also fairly close to home, and it's the worst secret in Omaha. You can't get a table there hardly ever. I would eat there 3 times a month if I could, but you can't. I have no idea what the trick would be to getting a table there regularly. But they do some real cooking there. That's the place where I got the 12-ounce bone-in pork sirloin chop in the habanero peach glaze. And the guy's done braised Brazino filet and different homemade soups and just stuff you don't find on a typical Mexican restaurant menu. It's
That
like,
might be pork. It does sound good.
yeah, everything is terrific at that restaurant. And, yeah, it's, I don't envy you for keeping kosher.
Well, I've got a very half-assed way of keeping kosher.
Well, not eating pork, that's a huge
Yeah.
one.
And
Ponton
I
Finberry
have,
checking in. Hello, Ponton. So Ponton missed the telling of the Arctic Blast saga. If it's cold where Ponton lives, then it's cold, because that doesn't happen very often there, I don't believe. Or I'm completely wrong and just making up stuff. It's hard to tell which. Onyx scales. I have a bunch of those. Not often below 30, but it's 28 Fahrenheit right now. So, yeah, I'll give you an even shorter summation, Ponton. It was negative 14 here yesterday with a negative 39 degree wind chill, and my furnace broke. And the HVAC guy came out last night and couldn't fix it. It was 58 degrees in my living room when I went to bed. It was 48 degrees when I woke up this morning. And they were supposed to be back out first thing, 8:30 a.m. Nobody showed up, so I called at 10, and they're like, "Oh, we're so sorry. We'll get somebody out right away." And I finally left the house at like 4:30 this afternoon. The guy came and went like 4 different times. Oh, I got to grab lunch. Oh, I got to go get parts. I got to go get different parts. And finally, I'm like, "Look, it's open. Go in, fix the furnace. If you finish, lock up behind you. I got to go visit my wife. Good luck." And I came home and I finally have heat again. It was a very cold, dark night, though. Ooh, disgusting filth. But I am a little bit proud of myself because I was thinking about heading to a hotel last night, and I toughed it out. I wouldn't want to have to turn in my Hardy Midwesterner card because I wussed out. But it probably would have been the smarter move. Oh, I finished my task items for the day. I didn't think I'd have enough to get it done, but there we are, 10 out of 10. Hooray!
Well, I do have a bunch of correct X's if you need.
No, I'm good. Sir Waffle says, "Hey, Big Ed, Merry Christmas to you and the missus. Is she doing okay?" She is doing okay. I was just commenting that she had her first non-hospital food meal in over a month today. I brought her garlic chicken and hot and sour soup and an egg roll, and She ate quite heartily. I'd also picked her up some peaches and strawberry jello and some butterscotch pudding. Took them up to her yesterday, and yesterday I couldn't hardly get her to eat anything, but today she was much healthier appetite, which is a good sign.
What do you need?
Her initial stint in the ICU, she dropped. It's probably not polite to talk about her weight. Let's just say she put on some of the weight that she lost, and I'll leave it at that without getting into the numbers. I don't want to get in trouble. But she was quite emaciated when she finally got off the feeding tube.
I'm glad she's doing much better.
Yeah. So here's the question, Bacchus. What do you do when you're level 140 and, you can't level up anymore?
Forges and lofts, delving missions, instance grinds for gear, which I've never really gotten into. That kind of thing.
It sounds pretty horrible.
Work on your fishing.
Already maxed
I do
out.
prefer... Yeah, no, I do prefer the leveling experience myself. I haven't got the energy for the hamster wheel at max level.
Yeah, and as great as Lotro is, I try to explain to new players when I'm asked for advice, don't worry about hurrying to max level. There's nothing great waiting for you. The journey is much more fun than the destination. Ed, if you plan a Christmas stream, or are you going to take Saturday, Sunday off? Antler's asking. I'm going to be at home alone Christmas night, so I can only stay up to the hospital.
Look at the Big Ed Mustafa
until 8 p.m. I'm Big Ed Mustafa. Merry Unicorns, thank you for the follow. I guess I can shout myself out. If you find me dashingly handsome and or amusing and or you just feel sorry for me, you can follow me at my channel. Oh, shout out failed. That's because all I need to do is type streamer, idiot. See, I'm not a smart man. That's okay. So, yeah, you can pop over to my channel, throw me a follow. And Christmas night, I might be by myself, but I'll be playing some shooty boats. Because, that's what I got scheduled. So what do we want to do, Bacchus?
I am entirely at your mercy, good sir.
All right.
We can wrap up some quests for you, maybe, or...
That would be fruitful.
Look at the Big Ed Mustafa.
Yes.
Wow. Nunam is following. Thank you, Nunam. I appreciate that. In addition to Lotro, which I stream on my personal channel Wednesdays and Saturdays, I have also been streaming... Well, if I can get Witcher 3 to run, I'll stream Witcher 3 again. They had a big update and added a bunch of cool stuff to it. But I normally stream from Linux, and it had been working beautifully, and now I can't get it to launch since the update. So I might have to switch to Windows for Witcher. I can do that. I think I updated it on both, but there's a couple of minor patches they've issued since the big one. So I'll have to pop over and make sure I update the Windows side. I've been streaming a little bit of Real Flight Evolution. It's a radio control flight sim. I'm an RC pilot when the weather's not negative 14 degrees. I stream a little bit of Apex Legends now and then, and World of Warships, and whatever else I'm in the mood for. Ginger checking in. Hello, Ginger. And if you can defeat that boss. Yeah, I left off. I finished the main storyline in Witcher 3, and the problem I'm having is Hearts of Stone, one of the DLCs I started working on. It is horrific boss fight after horrific boss fight after horrific boss fight. It kind of reminds me of Shadows of Mordor. Did you ever play that, Bacchus?
Got started on it, didn't get very far, got frustrated because I suck.
There you go. So I mean the combat in Witcher 3 and the combat in Shadows of Mordor, Shadows of War, similar levels of challenge and frustration as far as I can remember. So let's see what we got quests for and what we can knock out.
The story through Hardest Stone is very good, but the combat
Mary
is rather
Unicorn
frustrating.
says, "Hey there, been following the Lotro channel for a long time and wanted to give your channel a follow." Thank you, Mary Unicorns. Sorry, go ahead, Bacchus. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, not at all. Blood and Wine, the next expansion. I think there's one or two fights that are that frustrating. Otherwise, it's a lot more gentle. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. The DLC that they added for that game were amazing value.
Good. Yeah, it's been a fantastic game. It's the best $10 I've ever spent, but it does have its moments of frustration. There's no doubt about it. As my crying in tantrums and controller throwing would testify to. If you do pop by my personal channel, my demeanor changes radically based on what I'm playing. World of Warships, I rarely get salty. I generally enjoy the game and find it relaxing. Every once in a while, if I get like insta-deleted, I get a little frustrated. Normally, I'm pretty chill. Lotro, I'm very chill. It's Apex Legends, Witcher 3. Those games tend to frustrate me more. I like the challenge, don't get me wrong, but it can be. I'm a lot better with Apex Legends than I used to be. I literally quit playing it for a year, and now I kind of, it's just like, yeah, whatever, okay. But it's all for fun. So try to remember that and just try to have fun. Potton says Shadow of Mordor was hard at first, but once I got used to it, it was really fun gameplay. Gets much better as you get more skills too. Cool. Well, I was thinking too, Potton, that Witcher 3 might be a good brush up, trainer, warm up to Shadows of Mordor. I think if I go back to it, I might like it better. So that could be another game I go back to at some point in the future. Totally understand. I turn into a sailor when playing PvP games. There's Donnie. Baird WSHS is my friend Donnie. Donnie uses a speech-to-text conversion program to talk and chat, and occasionally it mistranslates what Donnie's saying with sometimes hilarious results. So if Donnie says something that sounds rude or untoward, it is completely against his nature to say anything like that. It's just the computer mistranslating. So hello, Donnie. I hope you had a great Friday, buddy, and thanks for popping by.
Hey, Donnie.
Oh, and we're still trying to decide what the heck we're going to do.
Yeah, Donnie is sometimes victim to a bit of autocorrect.
Yes, he is. I've got a lot of Gundabad stuff in the quest line. And I could do that to finish rep. What do I have for Minas Ithil? Maybe I canceled all that out. Nope, I got Imlad Morgul, Kirith Ungol, and Wrath Duath. I think I'm not too far off rep-wise from finishing it. Not that there's any particular point to finishing it, but I generally play completionist, but with these characters, we've been doing all group content, and it's kind of funny how I've bypassed a lot of the rep and single-player content. I need rep with a lot of different factions. I'm good through the Rangers of Ithilien, although I never did finish Ringlow Vale. Never finished a lot of Riders of Rohan. As fun as Rohan was, it's almost all single-player content. I remember we went out there and hunted roving threats, or not roving threats, war bands, and that was fun doing that as a group, but, you know, it's like, okay, we got them all. It wasn't like we wanted to go back and do a ton of that. The Eld Gang, Wold Norcrafts, Crofts, Entwash Vale, Wildemore, Did I actually finish a group? Wold Norcrofts, Entwash Vale. Sutcrofts? Did I not do any questing in the Sutcrofts at all? Or is that not a faction? Seems like I'm completely missing. Yeah. I know East Wall doesn't have rep, but I thought the other 4 regions do. I don't have any Sutcrofts rep started at all. I never went to Snowborn or quested. Ringlow Vale. Defenders of Minas Tirith. Yeah. That's by design. I don't need to grind Minas Tirith. Host of the West. Already kindred with the Host of the West. And I did complete the Provision sub-faction. Conquest of Gorgoroth. I'm up to Respected. God, that's a lot of grind still left for that. Like 120,000 rep points or something stupid. Elves of Felgoth, again, it's like, never mind. Dwarfs of Erebor, friend, ally to the Grey Mountains expedition. Friend of the Wilderfolk. Respected with the White Company. Minas Ithil, Tale of Madness. Oh, Trial of Madness.
Well, I valored this character, so I don't even have 2/3 of the ones that you've got.
And how does that make you feel? Dirty and ashamed, and not in a good way?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Not on this character. I've done it on a different one, so...
Regent says, just bought the new WoW expansion, and I kept thinking about Lotro. Lotro is just special, man. Installing it as I speak. Very cool. That's the nice thing about Lotro. You can find other stuff to play, and it's always here waiting for you when you want to come back. A lot of players play WoW and Lotro. A lot of players play Dungeons & Dragons Online and Lotro. If you have the time, you don't have to play just one MMO. But it's hard to play 2 of them equally. Potton says, I have a level 79 Guardian working through Rohan. Got to get used to the Warsteed combat again.
Cannot say I was ever a fan of mounted combat. It's not bad on like a range class, but melee classes, oh.
Really? I feel completely the opposite way. I like it better on my melee classes. Guardian, Champion, Burglar. Warsteeds are cool.
Well, the trick with mounted combat as a range character is you get off the war steed. You just shoot. Or, yeah.
And I always like Zinger's line about I like mounted combat on my wardens because I don't have to do gambits. Which I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, good night, Ginger. Sleep well. Have a good one.
Take care, Ginger. You were giving me a hard time Wednesday for calling it a stream so early. Now she's like, oh, I'm going to bed. Big Ed's putting me to sleep. Get some rest, Ginger. I'm sure we'll talk again this weekend. Take care. She's got to be exhausted. I can't imagine what it's like being in the house with the grandkids this close to Christmas.
Oy. Not gonna lie, that does align very nicely with my personality. The whole living alone and so on. This time of year, not having to deal with a house full of family. Lovely. I remember what I was like as a kid at this time of year. So, yeah.
Well, I used to enjoy going to my older sisters down in Wichita, and we would hang out, and the whole family would gather around, Mom and Dad and my sister and brother-in-law, my nephew, and I'd make the whole family get together on Christmas Eve, and we'd all sit down and watch the Mr. Hanky episode of South Park, the original Christmas episode. And I very thoroughly enjoyed making everybody watch that. It was a lot of fun.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poop. Yep.
Yep. Kyle, look at this mess your mother has to clean up. What? That still makes me giggle. Geekster says, I see all the icicles have melted in the house. All a good sign. Yeah, I'm not even wearing gloves. I was typing Discord messages today. I was wearing my Seahawks beanie and my winter coat sitting here at my desk. It was that cold in the house. I would go out to hold a light for the HVAC guy while he was working in the furnace closet, and it was so cold out there I had to put on my coat and hat to stand in my own hallway. It was just like, oh Jesus criminy, hurry up and get this thing running. And I wasted literally the whole day. It's cool that I was able to work from home, but I actually needed to go into the office to do my timesheet for the week and a couple of other things, and it was like, nope, I'm just gonna sit here all day and watch them not fix my furnace. Delarfin says, oh no, says that Big Ed Hot Cocoa. Thank you, Del. And I would be remiss if I didn't plug away for a couple of my friends, including Bacchus and Delarfin.
Good, sir.
Absolutely.
It's been about a month since I last streamed.
Brigitte is watching from Belgium. It's 4:45 in the morning, and I got a Christmas party later today. Yikes! That's what naps are for. The Big Ed effect is sleep exactly. Well, today we got up to 10 Fahrenheit, higher than yesterday's high of -5. Yeah, it was -14 with a -39 wind chill when my furnace broke yesterday, Del. It was not fun. We got to pick something, don't we?
Might be an idea.
I keep running around in circles.
Well, tell you what, have you done the forges and lofts?
Nope, I have no idea what forges and lofts are.
It's the daily, it's basically the new version of Minas Tirith dailies for your legendary item enhancement runes.
Okay,
So
well, I hated Minas Tirith dailies, so what's the upside of running these?
They're
Hard hit
reasonably
checking in. Hi,
quick.
hard hit. Okay, where do we need to go to pick those up?
Venozal. So grab your port to Venozal, and oh yeah, you also need to pick up like your weekly quests from inside the rep hall.
We ride for Venozal and for glory.
Forges and lofts might be a little bit of a challenge because there's two boss mobs. Excuse me, that can be a little bit tricky if you're geared like we are.
You are welcome.
And there's only two of you. All right, this should have a
For
weekly.
the Shellruka.
Yep. Oh, I got a daily from him.
Daily from missions, okay. Right, we can do missions if you like. That
No,
is
I
one
don't
of
care. No, I don't care at all. I thought I was just picking up a
yeah. Well, I mean,
wrapper.
Zava, yeah, no, Zava gives you the wrapper for the week. It doesn't have the ones I was actually meaning for you to pick up for some reason.
Okay, well, I didn't pick them up.
No.
He has them for you, but not for me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the pre-requirements are. You've got to hit 140, and then there's one or two other little things that you need to do.
Okay, well, it could be a rep gate thing.
Could be, yeah. But if you come on out,
Maybe hard hit can clue me in. Why can't I do lofts and whatever the hell else?
you should be able to pick up lofts, but Brothy here should have a couple of daily quests for you for...
Conquering the three
Yes.
peaks, available quests, mining for crystals, searching for diamonds, searching for gold, searching for sapphires, searching for treasures, The Stone Smashers.
Yep. All of those are your daily quests that award you the your enhancement rates. I think that conquering the 3 peaks, I think that is the prerequisite for the weekly wrap-up.
Okay. Well, I have run out of quest slots, but I was able to pick up Searching for Treasures.
Which you can hand in. All of those little green treasure boxes that you've got in your dwarf made treasures that you've got in your bags.
What news
That you get from looting treasure chests and that kind of thing. That's that quest.
Oh, okay. That was pretty easy.
Yep.
And it looks like I can actually turn in Conquering the 3 Peaks.
At your service.
Oh no, that says continue the quest.
Yep. Yeah, there's about 5 people you need to speak to for that.
So should we run that?
Talk to Agatha the Boastful. Yeah, you need to talk to this guy, and then Agatha is over here.
Okay. I did go
This is
ahead
either
and reforge my legendaries at 140. So I'll keep pumping up vivid imagery.
Excuse me.
Sorry, what were you advising me to do? Come over and talk to these guys?
Uh-huh.
Conquering the 3 Peaks.
There is much to be done and little time to talk. Endurance folk shall endure.
Alright,
And
Zodok
we
Flintime gives you the resource instances. But they also count towards your weekly wrapper, Reclaiming the Mountain Hold.
Okay.
Agatha Boastful is the one that gives you your forges and lofts, which are 2 little instances where you go and do, I think it's about 5 little quests. But you will need to clear some quest log space because there's 5 quests inside that you pick up.
Okay.
And yeah, especially with harder hitters, it'd take like 10, maybe 15 minutes, and we do it quite comfortably. Doing them solo can be a bit painful. Duoing them is usually, it's fine, but so long as you've got a little bit of gear at least.
I want the 3 of us to go do the 12-man deeping wall. That's how I roll.
Oh, we can do that. You're
Not
the
kidding. That
group
would be
leader.
horrible.
So.
We die horribly many times and then fail it. Be too much like playing
failure.
Apex Legends.
It can be character building.
I've gotten my character built enough. Festival, you can't cancel the festival, can you?
My recommendation would be if it's like Minas Morgul, ditch it.
Yeah.
As much as you can, because there's a couple of those that you just cannot ditch.
There's not really any purpose to completing Minas Morgul.
I think I saw Mordor there as well.
Oh yeah. Not a lot of Mordor though. Nope, no Mordor I don't think. Oh, little Mordor? Yeah, what do I have? Men, elves, and dwarves. I think that's just the
that's
Allegiance
your-
storyline, yeah.
Yeah. That is worth doing at some point. Especially that complete chapter 1, so that you can get the portal. That is extremely useful.
How do I not have the introduction done? Complete quests in the Wrath Duath to establish a hold in the area. We've done a bunch of quests.
I think you got to do that one about 4 times in the different areas in Mordor.
Noisome
Each of
Vale.
the different areas. And
Burn noisome flowers. That's a stupid quest. Poisonous wilds. Is that the mushrooms? Yeah. Also a stupid quest. The Grim Vale. Examine orc corpse on the road to Minas Morgul. Defeat Morgul sentries.
These are easy enough to pick back up again if you ever do want to finish them.
Yeah.
They're at Echad Uyal.
Gather water. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with dropping all those. Okay, so what am I picking up here? Agatar?
Yeah, let's start with forges.
Okay. We ride for the forges and for glory.
But as you pop in, there's a dwarf scout on the right hand side. He has 5 more quests.
We have come too far to turn back now. Put your back to the
I need
past
to
and to
drop
the
something
wind.
now.
Only a
Welcome to
Drak
my
shows
world.
mercy in battle. Put your back to the past and to the wind. Only a
Regit
Drak
says, saw
shows
the store
mercy in
bundle,
battle.
the rakish coffer or something. Those are some fancy cosmetics.
And then we run in and go kill the bad guys.
Okay. Do we want to pop scrolls or eat food first?
It's fairly...
YOLO?
you can easily get swarmed if you're not careful, but generally speaking, it's not hard.
The $64,000 question, do these dudes drop task items? That's what we need to know.
I believe they do, but they also drop the items you need for... do you remember Brythy, that guy to the left as you came out of Venozel?
Sure.
He had those quests for like find gold, find diamonds, find sapphires and so on. They dropped those items. Right, this big guy in the middle is one of the bosses. These spawn after you've killed a certain amount of... I'm actually not sure what causes this kind of spawn, but if you have a look around, you'll see grims at each of the different forges, although I think they've all been killed now. You've got to kill those, and that causes the other boss to spawn.
Oop, I'm wrecked.
Yeah, these guys you've got to be careful of. You can quite easily get swarmed by these.
Yep, there we go.
Alright, I'll res you in a moment.
I don't think I've ever hit the quest cap limit before. Then again, I generally try to complete everything before moving on and up in levels. Well, that's probably the smart way to do it. Like I said, we've hopped around quite a bit because we've mostly just been doing group content.
Excuse me, you got to be very careful with the those packs of orcs, because they're that little bit big to be comfortable to manage. It's very easy to bite off more than you can chew if you're not well geared.
I almost bit it again. Those fire drakes are no joke. Okay, well, I'm going to pop scrolls and eat some food. Because I am squishy.
Yeah, 400,000.
And that's up quite a bit. I just swapped out a lot of my armor for Matham armor at 140.
Well, I can craft 460 gear for you if you'd like. I just haven't got a lot of the sunstone shards that you need. What you're seeing here is an example or an illustration of the annoying part about these quests, is trying to get the bosses to spawn.
There we go. Oop, fire trolls. Eight of 8 on fire trolls. Completed battle at the forge, fire trolls.
Can you pull the... Oop.
The Grim?
Yep, because he's not really paying much attention to me, unfortunately.
Must be female.
Quite possible.
I got you good.
You did. Right. Shagalug has spawned again, who we don't need.
Oh, and fire trolls, which we don't need.
Excuse me. Well, there's deeds attached to it, so...
Okay. There we go. I also tried to up my tactical mitigation with the new armor too. I don't know how much better it is or if it's any better. More fire trolls that we don't need. What are we still trying to get to pop?
The Fire Grim boss.
Okay. So we need to keep killing fire grims. I figured that out all by myself.
Well done.
Impressed?
Very.
Hard hit, quit screwing around and kill some fire grims.
Yeah, it definitely helps to be ranged in here so that you can stand back and not aggro the packs of orcs.
Oh, I'm getting beamed by his skirmisher. Alright. Good. The lava doesn't burn us?
It does, but not too bad.
Okay. Yeah, for those of us who don't watch our Sunday night streams, one of my favorite things to do during World of Warships is to just call out hard hit for no reason. Be like, hard hit, quit screwing around, sink some ships. That's kind of the whole object of the game. Uh-oh.
Yep, you made friends.
8 minutes. We already got both bosses. We're done.
Are we? Oh, okay. I didn't realize we got the first one. The Grim.
Damn it.
Yeah, we got it both real quick. I think we got them before we got dragons and drakes.
Oh, as soon as we're out of combat.
Hard hit says read fellow chat. Reading is too hard. That's alright, I've prepared a special snack just for tonight. I've
Fellow chat.
not enjoyed this in a long time.
I unfortunately cannot revive you again. It's on cooldown.
Okay. You don't have a combat and a non-combat?
Yeah, but it's like 45-minute cooldown or 30-minute cooldown.
I can just retreat if we're done in here. Who the hell cares?
Yep.
Okay.
I do believe we're done.
There
So
we go.
log out, or log out, leave instance.
Oh, I'm still in for some reason.
Yeah, just
I'm
right
next to
off
the
your
dwarf scout.
portrait.
Oh, I just retreated is all. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally it puts you outside of the instance if you retreat, doesn't it?
No,
I
it
guess
puts
it
you
varies.
inside because, yeah.
Okay. There we go. I was distracted by my attempt to snack. I have, and you'll love this, Bacchus, since I know you're kind of a cheese snob. Easy cheese, sharp cheddar. That stuff's awful. I love it.
If it comes out of a can, it's not cheese.
Oh, it comes out of a spray can. That's the best.
Oh, Edward. Igathu was in there with us.
Oh. Can you see the stream, Bacchus?
I can, and I'm disgusted by your behavior. I'm
I
disappointed.
know.
Well, as long as you're enjoying it.
Well, I haven't tasted it yet.
Well, I hope you do enjoy it.
Maybe it got too cold. Nope, there it goes. It just takes quite a bit of force to get it to spray. That's going to give me a workout.
It's like, are you sure you want to be eating this stuff?
That's the stuff right there, boys. Just be thankful it isn't whipped cream. I still have a whole can of Ready Whip in the fridge I bought for Thanksgiving I never got to use.
Have you a moment?
So did
Could
those
you-
inner quests auto-complete?
Yes, they complete themselves.
Okay.
Do you want to do the lofts as well?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's more of the same, just in a different area.
It's
Our
okay.
need is dire.
I'm learning. Plus, these are on veggie crackers, so I know they're good for me. There we go. It's like the can poos the cheese out onto the cracker. It's magical.
Only a Drak shows mercy in battle. Put your back to the past and to the wind. We have come too far to turn back now. There is much to be done and little time for talk. There is much to be done and little time to talk.
Yep, and same again here. Although you've got a little bit more room to play with here. You don't have to worry too much or as much about getting swarmed.
That's good.
Although it is still entirely possible to bite off more than you really want to chew.
That's the same with easy cheese, too. You can bite off a lot more of that than you'd want to chew.
Yeah, people used to come in here to farm the reward track. Because you could pop a experience accelerator and make like 30, 40 levels in an hour. People were doing it. Was ridiculous.
That's cray-cray. Don't worry, Hardhead,
well,
I'll
that
save
has
you.
been, yeah, that has been changed now. I don't think you actually make reward track progress in here. Because people were abusing it, and they were also camping the spawns so that other people couldn't get their quest done. performance in here sucks.
Computer performance?
Yeah, I'm getting... It's like frame timing. It's very, very jerky and unsmooth.
That's unfortunate.
I find if I drop my draw distance a little bit, it makes a massive difference. I'm back up to like...
You are so
plus-
stupidly overpowered for this game.
Yeah, I don't understand why I'm having trouble with it. And it's the only game I seem to be having this trouble with. I get better performance out of an old 8th gen laptop with a mobile 1060 than I do out of this, you know, pretty much bleeding edge system that I've got now.
Well, the problem is you're using this AMD trash. I wouldn't be caught dead with it. If you've got the option to use Intel and NVIDIA, I don't know why you wouldn't.
There's the man with a... which processor again? And,
5700X
which
and a Radeon 6700 XT, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we basically got the same system. Well, my processors are gen newer.
Well,
But
I'm quite a
otherwise,
bit
yeah.
faster. I'm kind of super jealous. I feel like maybe I wussed out not going with 7000 series.
I'll give it a year and then maybe think.
Well, it's,
Have
you
a
know,
look and see what's available.
it'd be nice, but then I'd cut into my toy airplane budget.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the motherboards and the RAM are only going to get a lot cheaper in the next year. They're
Yeah.
expensive now because they're new.
Yep.
Alright, we need to keep an eye out to the north, down these stairs, because this is where the two bosses come from. One is a Grim, and the other's a big troll, ice troll type thing.
Boss pop.
No, nothing yet.
I haven't had the guts to go check my aquarium and see if any of the fish actually survived. Normally they do okay with cold, it's if they heat back up too fast. Tends to stress them out. Don't worry, hard hit, I'll save you. Who are we trying to get to pop?
There's two bosses. I think that's all we've got left. Grasmark and Ulshatarg.
No swearing. Gotta keep it classy, it's Lotro stream. I seem to have drawn some extra attention. I'm not gonna make it.
Lots of friends.
Yeah.
I think if you clear that poison, you should be okay.
Yeah, too late.
My raise is unfortunately still on cooldown.
I just retreated, which just took me back up the hill a little bit. Not a big deal.
Up. First boss is up. And it's the annoyingly sort of difficult one to get. It's the Grum, so...
Alright. I'm on my way. Trick is getting back over to you guys without aggroing anything. Enemy forces have renewed their assault. Al-Shatarg. I still don't see you guys. No, I see you now. Okay. Al-Shatarg has fallen.
Hothead went squish.
Yeah, I was trying to get a do not fall on him, but he wasn't standing
Nah,
with
I
us.
melted out.
Okay.
You can kill others.
Unfortunately, the same as the other boss and Forges. I'm not sure what causes the bosses in here to spawn. There we go. There's the one we're looking for.
What the hell's shooting at me?
Yeah, we made.
These guys here.
General Rama says, "Who is that I hear? I am playing with Bacchus and Hard Hit tonight." Donnie says,
Love
"I'm
General
fixing to
Rama.
go to bed, but I'm not yet. My mom's not here yet to put me in."
I think we finished.
That's it.
We're good?
Yep,
Okay.
we're good.
Puppet Box appreciates some good spray cheese. It's the best kind of cheese, Puppet Box. Yummy. Although I think it just squirted on my desk.
Let's keep it classy.
The can of cheese. Although, speaking of keeping it classy, I kind of had a fun idea. I'd need some serious incentive to do it, but I thought it might be hilarious to create a new Apex Legends account and name it Ethan's Mom, and then only play as Mad Maggie on that account.
I have you a moment.
Reflections in Gundabad.
That, excuse me, that is another one of the dailies you can do where you do a, like the story instances.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there is one that you can do in like 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. That's very quick and very easy. I just have never bothered.
Gundabad will be ours once more.
Just doing the forges in a loft, and I think there's about 3 or 4 of the dailies that Brathi gives you that you can complete in forges and lofts. I just do those.
Relic of
And you can-
Gundabad.
That was a reputation item for the Jalruka Allegiance questline.
Bless you.
So he had no quest for Ed? Weekly quest?
I
The
don't think
instant
so,
quest?
but I
6 instances?
think no. I think we need. Did you finish the? What was that rapper quest that you were getting? That you were handing in as we were going around these guys?
Oh,
Reclaiming
the 3 peaks or something.
Yeah, I think you need to finish that.
Okay.
Excuse me. But yeah, you can make a nice 10, 12 enhancement runes per character in about 20 minutes, depending on the time of day that you do these. So it's not too bad to do them. Okay, I see you do have a quest string for Venosal, so let's maybe just pop back in there and see if you get the weekly wrapper.
Why is these runes not powerful enough? That's annoying.
The basic ones only go to 440, I think. 460. There you go. You got 442 and 416.
Just had to keep working my way down. Apulu Felgar rating. Hello, Apulu. How was your stream, bud? Hello, Gumps Gang. Did the cold get to you finally? Oh, absolutely, Puppet Box. Stream went great. Glad to hear it. That might just be the weekly wrapper turn in.
Well, you first need to pick it up.
Oh, I thought I picked it up. We are eating easy cheese on veggie crackers because I'm into health food.
All right, I see Zova does have a quest for you now, which hopefully is the one that you need.
Big huge grizzly bear checking in. Hello. Your stay in Lotro is much better than pretty much everything else. Unless it's Naladoon. Challenges of Gundabad Weekly.
Let's have a look.
Raid.
No. Yep.
The Hidden Horde.
Yep. You want all three of those.
Glory awaits.
Actually, that's another thing we want to do is we want to go back to
Glory awaits us.
Warrior 3 Peaks.
Mm-hmm.
And pick up a raid wrapper quest from Durin there. And there, we need to head up into not Welkin Lofts. What's the other place? Not Stone Jaws.
Cloven Gap.
Cloven Gap. Yep. To find where the raid entrance is. So maybe you can do that.
Hello, Eyeblood. Okay, where to?
Can you maybe port us to Anakorfu? Hard hit?
Yep.
Right, whereabouts are you? Should we come find you?
No, I'm here with you guys, I think. Oh, you're inside. I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Ace Nelson says hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Ace Nelson. And Happy Hanukkah. And it's probably going to be Kwanzaa soon, too. I don't know exactly when Kwanzaa starts. Okay.
Yeah. Hanukkah is another day or two, I think.
I think it ends the 26th. It ends Monday.
Yeah, I need to get some donuts. Alright, let's go have a chat with Durin.
Maybe I should fire up Mycroft. We can find out more about Kwanzaa.
There are those who believe that Freeman Frostheart
It
has
should tell you to
abandoned
discover it now, I think.
I say they are wrong.
Meet up with the name of this
It is
company.
true she
Yep,
has
that's
fled,
the one.
But only deeper into the mountain home.
Ready?
Abnan Kara.
Yes. I want to talk to the commander of the Longbeard Army.
Yeah, I'm just getting you to the stable, but the stable to Cloven Gap.
Okay.
It's a bit weird and
Ride
unintuitive
for
that it brings
Cloven
you
back.
all the way back here. Right, we want the which one do we want?
I think you want H, don't you?
Bazan Manar. Northern Cloven Gap. Yeah, top one there.
I don't have it unlocked.
Do you have Southern Hagbuth?
No. If you guys want to get there and summon me, that works. You guys want me to mail you a summoning horn? Thank you, hard hit.
You're welcome. No free rides. You don't work for it. you get some slayers done too. You be
If
killing.
we weren't on Lotro stream, I'd be like, "That's what Ethan's mom tells you." But we got to keep it classy, hard hit, so that joke's not going to fly here.
Cheers, Donnie. Sleep well.
Take care, Donnie. Hey, have a Merry Christmas, Donnie.
Yeah, that's right. You have a good Christmas.
Ooh, a stable master.
Durin's folk shall endure, as we always have.
We goating up?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a long ride. We got to ride the top north. West.
Okay, lead on. I already lost you.
Another cliff.
Yeah, it won't kill you to jump down here, though.
Those wargs are going to try to eat our goats.
Stairs are either. Dicey's got to go straight from the other side.
My goat's name is Sugar Plum? You jumping?
I was thinking about it.
Oof, that was a drop.
Well, hopefully everything is still chasing me.
Hulu says, worst tour guide ever. He's dissing you. You just gonna take that hard hit? Don't worry, hard hit, I'll protect you. Warg Slayer of Cloven Gap. I'd had the impression that there was still a lot of Gundabad I hadn't seen yet. This is definitely confirming that. I hadn't been out to any part of Cloven Gap yet.
Yeah, you don't have to do too much of Cloven Gap for the for the storyline. Excuse me.
Well, I haven't done any of the storyline yet either.
That's a fairly decent story. It's worth playing through.
I've heard it's a really good story, but again, we kind of jump to group content all the time.
Yeah.
Looking forward to coming back through here on Galandriel, my champion on Arkenstone, and doing it solo, getting to explore it a little more.
Well, one thing that we can definitely do on Wednesdays is the 6-man instance, Houses of Rest. Because that is one of the ways of gearing up, is getting that done on Tier 2, Tier 3.
Okay.
It's pretty much the first significant step on the gearing ladder.
Well, it's important to gear up because as soon as new content happens, they raise the level cap. We won't. There's a treasure cache right up here.
Okay.
Bacchus isn't going to want to skip that. He loves these things.
I think I might have that one.
Okay. I cannot get back on my goat.
We
There we
are
go.
in combat.
Oh, that would explain it. Where are we headed?
Back down this way.
Okay.
Loops around, let me go up.
Yeah, there's a couple of switchbacks here that are a little confusing.
These damn trees can't see.
Yeah, up to your left. Let me come back down to you.
Yeah, it's alright.
Nope, wrong way.
I'm going to have a whole army of drakes to fight by the time I find the path you were talking about.
Oof, yeah. I'm looking at the mini-map and there's just red dots following you. Head up towards your right if you can.
There's another drake.
There you go. There we go.
Alright. Yeah, where'd you guys go?
I missed. Right here.
Yep.
And we're back on our goats. Big Huge Grizzly Bear says, wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Have you looked at the latest areas? I know they are not endgame cap. The newest areas would be Before the Shadow, and I don't have it yet.
Yep.
Got to wait until
Cardinal
it's
and
available
Swan
for
Sleep.
Metro points.
Very nice. Very, very pretty.
Yeah, I've got a level 1 Hobbit champ I am just waiting to run through there. You don't have to create a new character to get into there, do you?
No, you can go. I've actually been playing through on my level 140 hunter very, very slowly. You can just pick up the quests.
Okay, good. Oh, he's pretty. I like the purple
Yeah,
hues.
My issue with the new areas is deeds. Because unlike, say, Ered Mithrin, where you've completed 7, 8, 9 deeds by the time you've quested through it, you don't seem to have the same kind of thing with the new area. You'll be like level 15 and have completed 1 quest or slayer deed. So you're way behind on your virtues.
You mean Arid Lewin?
No, the new areas.
Yeah, but you said
like
Arid. You said Arid
comparing.
Mithrin.
Oh, Ered Lewin. Yeah,
Like, why are you
sorry.
talking about level 120 dwarf areas? What do you? I got confused there.
So did I, it seems.
That's okay. Oop, I accidentally aggroed a goat. I'll have to make a nice curry.
Hmm. It's been so long since I've had goat.
It's delish. Pulu says, I'm fairly good with spatial recognition, but you've turned around so much I'm completely lost. Yep, me too. As much as I love running the group content, one of my problems is I end up following everybody else. So if I come out here on my own, I'll have no idea where the hell I'm going. Oh, he's got a quest for me.
The good news is you only need to come out here now to pick up that quest and then to hand it in.
Okay,
Come discover.
I'm on it. Beyond the falls. The hidden horde.
Right, I'm
Voice
getting this
seems to
done
beckon
tier
you.
1.
Says a voice seems to beckon you.
Ah, there we go. Yep. Chrimel's in there.
12-man 140. You guys want to just run it on tier 5 right now with the 3 of us? JK.
Yeah, getting this done tier 1 is easy, because people tend to run it, I think it's, 2-3 times a week on the different resets for the weekly wrapper quest and various other things. And tier 1, nobody cares about gear and that kind of thing, so you can go in there as a scrub 140 and get carried by the rest of the group without too much trouble. But yeah, tier 2, tier 3, you do need to know what you're doing and have the appropriate gear.
Well, I may not have the appropriate gear, but I've got easy cheese. It's delicious. Okay, now what are we doing?
Let's get those, if you want to get those open for them. What's he need to get the wrappers open? Something
Wrappers.
easy? Yeah, the weekly wrappers.
No, he's got them.
But he's got them.
Yeah.
Just run the 3-mans. Do those
Can
6
do the 3-mans.
members.
Have you
back
got
and forth.
the...
Oh,
have you got the
discoveries.
discovery for... yeah, we may need to go and do the discoveries for that. Where are we?
Thought we got them for him.
I think we did.
What are we looking for?
Just search, type in PUG.
PUG.
Okay.
Den of... Yeah, I got it.
It's open.
Yeah.
And try, before you send it, try typing in ASS, Assault and Durstock.
This is Lotro stream. I can't be typing ASS.
That's why I spelled it out.
Yeah, I've got that one too.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
there we go.
You want to do assault
Fire
first?
those up.
All right. Tier 1, tier 2.
Yeah, tier 1, just blow through them.
Okay.
Right, give me a second to just switch gear.
All right. I have to do something very important. I have to open a Coke Zero.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink too.
Yeah, I think I'll make coffee, so give me 2-3 minutes.
This Coke Zero is not very cold, and I am okay with that today. But that stupid furnace is still running. Yeah, it's gonna run all night. It's important to have quality snacks when you're playing.
Place. Incredible. What was it like before Wunderbaum was lost? With luck, we will live to see what we can create from these ruins.
Buddha the Silent is silent. Why was she talking?
And back again.
Hard Hit got bored, didn't want to wait for you.
Just cruise over the track.
And welcome back.
Thank you.
We're not angry, Hard Hit. We're just disappointed.
I can only do like 200k or something.
Look! Over there! It's him!
Hey, I spelled it right. Thank goodness.
Wait, dang.
I reckon. All right, let's get the bat out of the way. troll boss seems to be the harder and the more challenging of the two. I'm gonna run through. This one basically just drops a whole bunch of stuff on the floor that you need to not stand in, and
A stay of execution for
let's
that
do
old.
scrolls.
Don't worry, you'll all
Sounds
be
complicated.
joining it soon enough.
Nah, not really. Certainly
Yeah,
on higher
I might have been
tiers.
being sarcastic.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly on higher tiers, the tank needs to be careful about positioning so that you don't get squished or sort of know where to run when they start dropping firebombs and that kind of thing. But
Fry to a crisp. Stick around, won't ya? Dead from above!
He did not make it. Oh, they separate, then we get to kill them separately.
yep, I'll try and keep both.
Make them bleed! Stick around, won't ya?
Oop, I got an evil eye on me.
Dead from above!
There we go.
Did we get anything good?
I got a okay DPS rank. Which does not help me on this character much. Or not in the spec at least.
I don't even think I got any gear. I just got a stupid
It's random.
tracery. Yeah. Oh, so you just basically run in here, clear it, and there's a left wing boss and a right wing boss?
Yep, exactly that. Bulbous is a bit more tricky. There's like ads that come charging in that are a pain in the neck to deal with, and then there's this whirlwind that spawns that is also a bit of a pain in the neck to deal with.
You've seen my Saturday night streams. You know I'm good at dealing with pains in the neck.
Oh, you haven't dropped a single F-bomb so far. Yeah, you don't want to stand too close to the stairs here because then you'll get swamped by the ads.
Okay.